Hey everyone, in today's video I'm going to show you how you can create this scene inside of Adobe After Effects. So let's begin. Alright, so here we are inside of Adobe After Effects and we want to recreate this piece that I have just made. Well, let's start with a new composition. I'm going to call it main. The width and height is on 9020 by 1080. So let's just change it to 1080 by 9020 because we want it to have the social media and the duration is 6 seconds, which is okay. Now on the first step, what I'm going to do is that I'm just gonna create the background, Ctrl+Y, and gonna hit OK. Let's just bring the reference so we can get the colors, and I'm gonna add the fill effect. So let's go towards the effects and preset tab. Quickly, I'm just gonna add the fill effect on top of this layer, and then we're gonna just use this. Now, on the first step, I want to create a symmetry design. To do that, I'm going to open the assets panel. I'm going to bring the money. I'm going to set one in here. And then I'm going to duplicate it. And I'm going to place another one in here. Okay, that is good. We're going to add the barcode in here to finish the design. And now we need to add the grid. So this is our grid. Basically, I'm gonna just scale it down almost towards here. Should be efficient and good. And then we need to remove the white background. If you have the After Effects 2026, you can use the on-mold effect. And then we're gonna change the background color to white. And this will remove the white background for us. And then I'm gonna select the layer and I'm gonna double click on the shape tool to create a mask. I'm gonna just set the mask like this, and then I'm gonna press F to open the feather, and I'm gonna feather the mask like this. Alright, this looks good. Let's just bring the feather in here, and this should be our text layers. So let's just quickly Okay, now we can create a contrast by changing the font weights. And this should be good. Now we can just animate the text. I think it should be super easy to do that. So in order to animate this text, all I need to do is that I'm gonna just open the animate menu, opacity. I'm gonna set the opacity on 0. And then range selector, we're gonna just animate it from start to 20 frames like this. And then we're gonna go into the advanced. We're gonna change the base on to words. Let's just set the ease low on -30 and the ease high on -30 and the ease low to 65%. And this should be okay. This is good. We can just do that. And for these, for the second one, one thing that we can do is that we can just add the position. I'm gonna just set the Y position on 100, and then in add menu property, I'm gonna add opacity, and I'm gonna just set the opacity on 0. Then in the range selector again, we're gonna just animate it for almost 20 frames, and then we're gonna go into the advanced menu in base. We're gonna just change it to the words, and we're gonna open it. Let's just apply the standard easings. Well, it does not look good, but we're gonna get back to the advanced section one more time. Ease high -30, ease low into 65. Okay, I'm gonna just increase the distance a bit. Okay, that's good. And we're gonna just get the animator one in here. I'm gonna copy it, I'm gonna paste it in here. Okay, this looks good. Now also, when it's in here, gonna just animate those money. So to do that, I'm just gonna go and create a keyframe, and I'm gonna give them a beat slight rotation for both of these layers. Okay, and that should be good. Now it is time to add the camera to give it a bit more depth. So we're gonna create the camera, we're gonna select these layers, we're gonna turn them into 3D. Once it's set on 3D, I'm just gonna create a new null object, and this is gonna be the camera controller. And basically what I'm going to do is that I'm gonna just set it on 3D. I'm gonna do something like this, and on 2 seconds I'm just gonna zoom in. Great. And we can just make it like this, but once it's in here, we're gonna just slide to the next scene. So to do that, I'll be just gonna duplicate the null, and I'm gonna remove the second set of keyframe on the null, and then I'm gonna just push it towards left. All right, that should be our first scene, right? Something like this. That looks super good. And we're gonna just cut the scene in here. So let's just select everything, and we're gonna just cut it to finish the first scene. All right, that looks good. And now let's just add the impact effect to use it for the transition towards the second scene. So to do that, I'm gonna just add an adjustment layer. When it's in here, I'm gonna just cut the beginning of it. I'm gonna go 3 frames, and then I'm gonna just cut again, and then I'm gonna add the invert effect. So it can be invert, it can be tint, but I'm gonna add the invert effect. And then again, 1, 2, 3, I'm gonna add one more time this layer in here. And now once it's in here, that is exactly what we want. Okay, so we're gonna create a new solid, and we're gonna just place it in here. Okay, now I'm just gonna reverse the symmetry. So to do that, I'm just gonna create a new question mark. I'm gonna make it big. Let's just give it like it's extra bold. Gonna just rotate it like this, but first let's just set the anchor point on the middle. And now I'm just gonna rotate it like this in here, and then I'm gonna rotate this one also like this. Okay, that should be good. We're gonna get back to this minimal grid sketch. We're gonna just bring it on top. Gonna start it from here. That looks good, but we're gonna just add a fill effect to change its color to white, almost the white that we want. Also the same thing we can do with the barcode. We're gonna just bring it, we're gonna just place it in here. We're gonna get the fill effect, and we're gonna paste it. We're gonna just adjust it towards here, and then gonna I think the word was that's not the problem. So also quickly, we're gonna just add the text really quick. Okay, that should be good. Let's just open the reference to see the colors. And okay, it should be white. That's so I'm just gonna select these 2 layers also. We're gonna get the white for these 2 layers as well. Okay, we have everything almost in here, and everything is set. So let's just work on this feather and make it a bit better. All right. Now we need to work on this slide, this animation. Well, to do that, first, we're just gonna make sure that we finish the tint in here so we don't have any effects. And then once it's in here, let's just set everything on the beginning. And I'm gonna change their colors so you can distinguish them. And then I'm gonna create a new camera object. We're gonna just cut the camera along with it as well. And then we're gonna create a new null object to control this camera. Also, let's just set the null on top, and let's just cut the beginning of it. We're gonna parent it to the null, and we're gonna set the null on 3D. Also, we're gonna just select these layers, and we're gonna just set them on 3D as well. Now, we're gonna just press P to reveal the position. We're gonna go about a few frames forward. On the first frame, we're gonna just slide it towards right, like this. Okay, that should be good. We're gonna press F9 to apply the standard easings on the graph editor. I'm gonna just pull the left side to something like this. Okay, that looks super good. Great, now we need to add the text animation. Well, this time I'm just gonna use the Text Evo. And this is a plugin that I have shared on my Patreon. The tier 2 can use it if they like. Okay, this is good, but I'm just gonna adjust it. That's not. And again, we're gonna just bring the Text Evo on top of this one as well. Okay. I don't like the camera being, static. So to do that, I'm gonna just press P to reveal the position of this camera. And I'm gonna just zoom it a bit like this. Also, when it's in here, we're gonna just reveal the question marks. And we're gonna add a bit of rotation to these layers as well to give them a bit more depth. Okay, that's good. And when it is in almost in here, we're gonna just create our third scene. Well, to do that, I'm just going to select the background. I'm gonna duplicate it, and I'm gonna just bring it on top in here, and then I'm gonna double click on the shape tool with the layer selected to create a mask. I'm gonna just set a mask path keyframe, and then we're gonna just adjust it like this. Okay, we're gonna just push it towards middle so it can be equal. F9, we're gonna go towards the graph editor. With the layer selected, I'm just gonna set it like this. Okay, that is good, but I don't want to reveal it entirely now. So I'm just going to set it like this. Also, let's just set it on 3D because we want to add a bit of camera animation. Okay, this is good. Let's just make sure that this is on center. That is great. We're gonna go towards the standing man assets. I'm gonna bring it. I'm gonna make it 3D. And then I'm gonna just scale it a bit like this. I'm gonna push it down. Still, I'm gonna scale it. That should be good. And then we're gonna use the track matte. And I'm gonna track matte it to the background in here. So also we need to reveal the background. So That is good. When it gets revealed like this, we're gonna just add a position keyframe. A few frames forward, another one. But then once it's in here, we're gonna just push it down like so. We're gonna apply the standard easings. We're gonna go towards the graph editor and we're gonna just adjust it like this. Okay, that is good. And we're gonna just add these last sets of texts. Well, to do that, to add the text without interfering with these layers, I'm just gonna select everything and I'm gonna press Ctrl+L to lock these layers. Now I can just freely add the text quickly. Great, now we can just animate the text, but first let's just also use the track method and track method to the background that we have in here. Let's just unlock it, but I think it works okay. And now we can just use the text evo again if we like, or the other animation properties that you like for the text animator. But I think I like to use the text evo. And once it's in here, we can just use the mask tool again. So I'm going to just press U to reveal the keyframes, another set of keyframes in here, and then I'm going to just do something like this. And once it's shaping, what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to create a new null object one more time. And we're going to just set it in here because this was the null controller. And we're going to just parent this null to the null 5. Let's just set it on 3D as well. Once it's doing it, we can just press P to reveal the position. And we're going to just create a bit of zooming. First, let's make sure that we are also setting these layers on 3D as well. And we have to make sure that everything is aligned. So sorry, this was on the reference. And when it's in here, we're just gonna zoom in a bit. F9. The good thing is that I don't think we need to do this animation. It's unnecessary. Let's just fix this position of these texts. And once we are zooming on here, what we can do is that we can just basically cut all of these layers. Like this. And this will zoom into the background that we want. So basically like this. And so here's gonna be the final result, and I hope you like it. If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave out a like and subscribe to the channel, as it would help me out a lot. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one. Have fun.